Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It's lovely to see you all again as always. So looking through my comments from last night on past videos of mine, I noticed a lot of you guys have been telling me about the Conservative Party pledging £117 million to beef up Muslim security around mosques, Muslim schools, community centres, that sort of a thing. And I said to you, I'd make a brief video and give you my opinions on it. So here we are. I can pretty much guarantee that I'm thinking the exact same as you're thinking at this very moment. So, there's a small article here from the BBC, just to give you a little bit of context, guys, in case you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. More than 117 million will be spent to protect mosques, Muslim schools and community centres in the UK from hate attacks over the next 4 years, the government said. Okay, that's fair enough. Protection around Muslim schools, of course they probably do need that, whatever. But how about the school where the young teacher was chased out of his job into hiding because he was terrified for his life for showing one singular drawing of the Prophet Muhammad, a cartoon drawing. He was hounded, threats against his life, threats against his family's life. Muslims were allowed to picket outside that school for quite a few weeks, if memory serves, and to my knowledge, he's still in hiding to this very day. Where's his 117 million? Where was his protection? Nowhere. Home Secretary James Cleverly said the investment would give reassurance and confidence to British Muslims. Where's our reassurance and confidence? Because there's a lot of people in this country who don't have reassurance, who don't have confidence to walk the streets in some areas of the UK. Bradford, for a prime example. No reassurance, no confidence, indoors by 6 o'clock. You never know what's going to happen. It'll be spent on measures including CCTV cameras, alarms and fencing. The announcement comes in response to concern the Israel-Hamas conflict is fueling division in the UK. Now you've got to ask yourself this, ain't you? Why is a war 2,000 miles away causing division in Great Britain, in England? Why is that? Have we imported so many people into this country that wars overseas are affecting our own country? That's got to tell you, time out. It's time to lock the gates, stop everybody coming in, let the dust settle for 50, 100 years, let everything just even out, and then open them back up to what? 5, 10,000 a year at max. A war fought thousands of miles away should not be affecting social standings in England. It's not right. It speaks volumes if you're asking me. Mr. Cleverly said, anti-Muslim hatred has absolutely no place in our society. We will not let events in the Middle East be used as an excuse to justify abuse against British Muslims. What about British Jews? Where do they come into it? Are they going to get £117 million? Because I tell you what, British Jews are in a much greater danger than British Muslims, I can guarantee you. I don't think I remember seeing an attack or a graffiti or vandalism against a mosque or a Muslim school or anything like that in years. The last I remember is someone putting bacon on a mosque. That's as far as I can remember. Please let me know in the comments if I missed anything out. But there is no hate from what I can see, because believe me, if there was, it would be all over the press and I would have seen it. The Prime Minister has made it clear that we stand with UK Muslims. That is exactly why we have committed to this funding, giving reassurance and confidence to UK Muslims at the time when it is crucially needed. The funding announced at the beginning of Ramadan forms part of a package of support to provide reassurance that anti-Muslim abuse, threats or harassment or any form of hate crime will not be tolerated. Well, to me, paedophilia and rape and voices of hate and how people want to kill us for being white British is top of my agenda. That won't be tolerated by me. If I was in any sort of position of power, I would not let this sort of shit stand. But obviously, someone like me will never get into power. They'd never allow it. Patriotic Alternative, the far right organisation, has tried to apply to be a political party for years now. Constantly knocked back, constantly knocked back, constantly knocked back. Why? Because it's actually right wing and it wants to do the best by the British public. That's why you'll never see it. So yeah, in conclusion, guys, 117 million to beef up Muslim security around schools, mosques and community centres, which, to my knowledge, are in no danger whatsoever. We need the protection, and British Jews need the protection from savages, certain barbarians. That's my video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.